So you've always wondered, how do I play left-hand patterns in certain time signatures? So like 3/4, 4/4, and 6/8 time. Well, I'm going to show you three of my best left-hand patterns that you could steal and use on the songs you love. So let's get into it. The first song I'm going to demonstrate is Scarborough Fair in the time signature of 3/4. Let's check it out. So what am I doing here? Well, this is a very easy left-hand pattern that I think you should start out with. It's the basic building foundation for all my left-hand patterns. It's the 2x4 left-hand pattern. It's like a structural thing, right? 2x4, piece of wood, right? So what I'm doing here, I am only playing the root note once for each measure. So if you see the first chord, E minor, I'm going to hit the E here. Right? That makes sense. So if I just get used to playing the root note on every measure, that's the start. Just get used to practicing the root movement. And then next, look at the pattern, how I'm approaching the 2x4 left-hand pattern. When I play, after I play this note, I'm going like this. 1 and 2 and 3 and. I'm going back and forth between my thumb and finger number 2. So E minor is stating the quality, right? But we're just going to hit the root, the fifth, and the octave of E minor, avoiding the minor third for now. We're keeping this simple pattern basic for now. We're going to ramp it up in the next two songs. So this is what it's sounding like. Now to D. I added an A there just for taste. So as you could see, I'm only playing one bass note just for this, and my thumb and finger number 2 are doing the rest of the work, playing the fifth and the octave. So and keep in mind, it's the root, the fifth, and the octave for every chord change. So for D, it would be D, A, and D. For G, it would be G, D, and G. That's basically it. Now, for the next pattern, this is the Wonderwave pattern. And I use this on pretty much 90% of my songs I play, and it's utilizing the upper structure of the pattern. We're getting to play the major third, or the third, which dictates whether the pattern will be major or minor. And we're going to do it on Over the Rainbow. Now this time signature is in 4/4. So this is what the Wonderwave pattern looks like to be played in the key of C. You see how I'm keeping the basic building foundation of the pattern, which is the 2x4 left-hand pattern, which we just did in the last song. So it's the root, the fifth, and the octave, and going over with finger number 3 like a wave, and hitting the third of C major and the fifth, back to C, playing the second and the third. So let's just hear how it sounds first, and then we'll analyze just to change it up. Isn't that pretty? I was doing the same thing for every chord. Take a look if you don't believe me. Now, with all exception E minor, I'm leaving out the second note in the E minor scale, which would be F sharp, because it clashes with the melody. You'll hear it once we get to it. Look what I did here. C major. Find the root note. Add the 2x4 left hand pattern, the fifth, and the octave, and then cross over with finger number 3 and hit E, which is the 3rd degree in C major, the 5th, back to the root, the 2nd, and the 3rd. Now for E minor, I'll go over it real quickly. This is what it would sound like using the F sharp, even though this would technically be the left-hand pattern note for note. Sometimes I leave the F sharp out. So whatever your preference, let me play it with the F sharp so you get to hear it. I don't like it. I'm just going to play this instead. Moving on to F. Back to C. Isn't that cool? The left-hand Wonderwave pattern works for almost or pretty much every song in 4/4. Now, this brings us to our last time signature, 6/8. Now, you're probably saying, well, it could be the same as 3/4, but it's all in the way you feel it. Now, the left-hand pattern will be played quicker, and I devised a great left-hand pattern called the 1-2 punch. It utilizes fingers number 1 and 2 in the left hand to go between and to keep the pattern simple when the tempo is faster. So we're going to look at Hallelujah. This is in 6/8. The 1-2 punch pattern is this. Here it is again. Here it is with the melody. Isn't that pretty? So it's just this. And look at my left hand. So it starts off with the 2x4 left hand pattern. And once that's established, finger number 2 is hitting the 5th degree, the 5th in C major, right? But then my thumb is going up another whole step and hitting the next note above it. And then the next note after that. And then it's coming back down. Here it is again. So you notice that I made this left-hand pattern a lot quicker. I was playing it in 16th notes because here's the difference. If you were to play it with 8th notes, it sounds fine, but I wanted something to be a little bit more fast, so I'm playing 16th notes in my left hand. Here it is what it sounds like just with 8th notes. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I don't really advise doing it in this way on this particular arrangement because we're not even getting to finish the whole pattern. But if we made this 1-2 punch left hand pattern in 16th notes, you get to play the whole pattern through each measure. Take a look. So there's your 3 left-hand patterns you could use for all the common time signatures. Have fun with these and try them out on your favorite songs. They are going to work well. And if you want a further in-depth explanation, I release some videos up here, wherever I'm going to put them, about the left-hand patterns and how to use them. And also, I've provided a great free gift to you. It's 6 of my best left-hand patterns PDF and 1-hour video tutorial. All you got to do is just check the link out below in the description, and you'll get a wonderful lesson on everything I'm teaching here. So thanks again. Enjoy playing and enjoy the left-hand patterns. I'll see you in the next video.